Hi guys, and welcome back to War of Prayers. Last time we left off in the middle of battle. So let's see what happens. Evans draws back a large bow. In any case, the thing is giving me the creeps. Come, Zoe. Zoe waves her wand. Shining light, strike down, full men. Evans' seemingly endless supply of arrows all become tipped with lightning. He fires them in a barrage. They rain down like falling stars, making crowds of shadows fade away. Things you can do as a team. Is that supposed to mean coordination? Liam looks back at me, then takes off running like the wind, brandishing his needles in silence. I want Liam to respect me more. I want to fight together. I observe Liam closely. Observe his movements, his attacks, or his evasion. I guess his evasion? Liam dodges rushing shadows with minimal movements. It's almost artistic the way he does it. And in the same motion, he twists to counterattack. In a word, he's nimble. I don't think he needs any help from me there. I wave my wand hesitantly. Gentle darkness, gather round. Vesper! I channel my magic power into the tips of Liam's needles. Liam's needles leave purple trails in the air as he slices shadows open. He looks back. These shadows are trash, only dangerous in mass. Focus on whittling them down. Then he resumes slashing with his needles by himself. Was it really that much of a problem? I guess he's got a point though. I compose myself and wave my wand. Envelop all in spreading violet. Deliculum! A dark mist spreads out, engulfing the shadows and making them fade. The purple tinge around us is magical to behold. Morning sun, shine your light upon us. Sol Orions! Zoe fires out a powerful, almost divine bolt of lightning that shines like the morning sun. Masses of shadows fade out. Liam immediately closes in on the hollow and motions with his needles, pseudomancy. The hollow closes, bringing peace and quiet back to the street. Goodness, Princess Kayla, for someone so inexperienced, you certainly know how to think on your feet. I feel a little bit better hearing Evans praise me. Thanks, Evans. Are there any other hollows still open? I ask eagerly. Liam stows his needles with an unimpressed look. Do you see any shadows around? No? Then don't think too hard about it. Ouch, bitter. But there was the whole thing with the shadows eating each other. I'm no knight, and I have a full schedule of tailoring work tomorrow. I'm going back to the castle to inspect some cloth. I might be a while, so take your time. Liam practically snaps at me before walking off by himself. Well, Princess Kayla, this is a Sapphirous matter, so you don't have to join us if you don't want to. Evans tries to give me an out, but I declare firmly, I'm going with you and Zoe. I'm a prayer maiden. Sora looks anxious. I'll go with you, Kayla. I'm worried. Thanks, Sora. I decided to gather information with Evans and Zoe. I have a bit of a trudge in my step as I walk. The others try to cheer me up. Liam likes to act cryptic sometimes. Don't let it bother you. For my part, I think you did quite well, Princess Kayla. I wouldn't take it too hard if I were you. Sometimes it takes baby steps. Don't fret. Thanks, all of you. At the very least, I'm supposed to be a prayer maiden, so I can't ignore potential danger. I think that's admirable. Zoe beams at me. Hey, look at this. Suddenly, Sora's ears start trembling. We look in the direction his nose is pointing. There, a shadow appears to be trying to invade a man's body and merge with him. Man looks like he's writhing in agony as the shadow tries to slip in through his nose and mouth. What is that? Arrows would skewer the man. Can you deal with this with magic? I swiftly raise my wand. Fly, peck, devour, Chronix! A black crow flies out and pecks at the shadow. The shadow emerges from the man, enraged, and flies right at me. Ah! Wham! The shadow slams right into me. At top speed, I feel cold where it contacted me. It's as if the shadow stole my very life energy from me. But then, Evans fires a barrage of arrows at the shadow. It disperses into nothing. Sora, would you please search around for signs of other shadows? Princess Kayla, stay still. Don't push yourself. I'll be fine. Is that man okay? Is there any hollow? It's okay. Kayla, take it easy. Sure enough, no more shadows show themselves, nor do any hollows. The man is safe and sound. We agree that Sapphirous will report this matter to Troy, and that settles that. It's so scary. I search for Liam when I get back to the castle. Liam is doing some embroidery. Liam, something awful just happened. Liam glances up at me without stopping. I explain it as plainly and concisely as I can. So? What do you mean, so? What if this is happening in every kingdom? We have the power to defeat shadows. We should be helping people in need. Liam glances at me in annoyance. And get injured in the process? Back and say that when you can avoid injury. He snaps and throws his embroidery to the floor. His words are harsh, but for some reason his expression is just miserable. I'll fix your clothes. Try not to add any more to my workload. I stand in front of Liam. He threads his needle through the air, with silver motes of light following. It feels like the cold wound I got earlier is healing. It's like Liam's a real magician. I stare down at the floor absently. Will he respect me if I get more power? Liam says nothing. His unbalanced expression pains me like a knife in my heart. Liam, Main Story, Chapter 5. The hour has grown late enough that we decide to spend the night in Sapphiros. Liam hasn't spoken a word since mending my outfit. Was it because I kept acting self-important when I can't even handle myself in fight? Is that what set Liam off? Sora scratches his ear when I ask. Who knows what's got him in a snit? The only reason you can't handle yourself is because you need more real battle experience. You're trying. Sora rolls around on the spacious floor. How can I show Liam how I feel without making him mad again? Voice your opinion, apologize, or wait for Liam to talk. These choices are so difficult, I really don't know. I guess apologize, I don't know. Maybe I should apologize for what happened today. Apologizing is a nice idea and all, but Liam might have his own take on things. If you want to apologize for anything, how about for not asking him that? You're right. If we're in this together, I should ask him his views. I want Liam to understand my feelings. I'll talk this out with him tomorrow. Sora, that's enough rolling around. It's bedtime. This floor feels great. It doesn't get too hot or too cold. Sora keeps rolling around nonstop. The next morning, I get dressed, gather my things, and head out to say my goodbyes to Evans and Zoe. Liam is already there, sitting back and ready to go. Good morning, Liam. Have you had breakfast? Yes, you should have some too. Okay, I turn to face Liam fully and bow my head. I'm sorry if I sounded self-righteous last night. It won't happen again. I'll try harder to make our conversations work both ways. Liam gives me a conflicted look. Kayla, we haven't even had breakfast yet. Your stomach's gonna growl again if you keep this up. It will not, and that was your stomach anyways. That was a frame job, and we should talk about this when we're full and mellow. You're an overeater, Sora. I can be plenty mellow when I've got food in my stomach. Should eat triple what you're having. If I ate that much this early in the morning, it'd go straight to my thighs. Liam bursts out laughing at our derailed argument. He covers his mouth, but he's still laughing. Look, I'll do better to keep you and me both safe, okay? You're trying way too hard, you know. Liam says, his shoulders shaking with laughter. I owe you an apology. I grew worked up after the battle. Liam rises to his feet. You're having breakfast, yes? I'll join you for some coffee. Sure. Oh, yay. Everything's better now. Liam and I start walking together. I glance at him. I'm pretty sure that was more than just being worked up. I want to get to know Liam better before I figure out why. I'll have to pay closer attention to him. I wonder if they serve meat in the morning. So much for my planning. I laugh and head off to breakfast. We thank Evans and Zoe and take our Pegasus home. I glance down at the water near Sanctus and spot a ship sailing through the water. Look, Liam, a ship! Is it coming to Sanctus? It's awfully small for a trading vessel. How rare. Rare that it's coming to Sanctus? Most people don't come there unless they have some business with the temple. We return to Sanctus, chatting all the while. Once we arrive, Liam says that he'll return the Pegasus and pay Troy a visit. We part ways in front of the temple and I agree to meet him back at his house. Man, weren't those saffron sweets delicious? Yeah, I wonder if Liam had any. He looked kind of busy for that, don't you think? Then I should go grocery shopping and make something sweet at home. Sweets are good when you're tired. I want some too. Sora wags his tail. I nod with a giggle. Then it happens. It comes out of nowhere, with no warning at all. The scenery cracks and bends, and a bottomless blackness exudes out. What's a shadow hollow doing open here? Even Sora's voice is trembling. I pointed in the opposite direction of the hollow. Sora, go get Liam. In the meantime, Suddenly, something resembling a shadowy arm pops out of the hollow and grabs me. Hey! Kayla, don't let the shadow win. Stay with me. Sora bites down onto the tip of my hair and tugs. But the shadow's grip is far stronger. I'm slowly but surely being dragged towards the hollow. I struggle against it, but I keep getting dragged. I'm gonna get sucked in. Sora, get Liam! I plead, desperate to keep from dragging Sora down with me. Sora reluctantly releases my hair and barks. Stay safe, I'm bringing Liam back. I watch Sora fly for all he's worth towards the temple. I steel myself and close my eyes. Suddenly, everything is quiet. I open my eyes again. I'm in a forest, and I'm not under attack. It's like someone brought me here. What's going on? A shadow that doesn't attack people seems pretty strange. Not to mention, this is the first I've heard of anyone getting pulled into a hollow. What is this all about? Everything going on would be unthinkable coming from ordinary shadows. What should I do? Flee, take stock, or guard yourself? I guess take stock. Let's see what this is all about. I open my eyes wide and take stock of the shadow. What in the world could it want? There's gotta be more to this. The shadow wavers and turns towards my crystal, then it stops in place. Is it my crystal that it wants? I stiffen in place. The shadow reaches its hands out toward my crystal. Not this! I hold my hands protectively over my crystal, but the shadow slips through the cracks between my fingers and brushes the crystal. My whole body is instantly racked with pain. It's like my crystal is using all its power to reject the shadow. Stop! My grip on the crystal weakens in my pain. The shadow pounces on the moment of weakness and tries to pull the crystal out of me. Suddenly, the hair clip that Liam made me starts to glow. Liam? The shadow draws back, repulsed by the light. I backpedal, trying to get away while I can. Kayla. Liam's voice rings out. I brought Liam. Kayla, are you okay? Sora keeps barking. My legs start shaking in relief. Liam, your hair clip saved me and... Save it for later. Sora, take Kayla and get away. Liam draws out his needles in backhanded grip. I object loudly. This shadow is dangerous. It has to be destroyed. I think my voice is shaking. Liam smiles faintly. You're trying too hard. He says the same thing he told me this morning. I find myself blushing. Kayla, you have me and Sora with you. Don't take things on yourself. I'm filled with relief to hear that. My heart feels warm and my eyes start to tear up. You can cry later. Hold out, Kayla. Right. Liam, lend me your strength. Liam touches a hand to my crystal and draws out the wand. Magic circles float up and rain down light. A crystal lotus blossom blossoms at my feet. As the flower envelops me, magic circles pass over my arms and legs, filling me with magical power. Prayer maidens aren't alone. Sophia, Zoe, and Melissa all taught me that. It's so incredibly reassuring. I don't have to struggle by myself. My heart is filled to brimming with power. I grip my wand as petals dance around me. Into the darkness, abyss! My crystal gives off a purple light. The shadow reaches out for the crystal again. I brace my wand. Liam shifts between me and the shadow. Sora barks at my feet. Liam! Sora! Kayla, can you form a barrier? Focus on the defense and keep the shadow from touching your crystal. I nod and wave my hand. Envelop all in your gentle canopy. Aurelia! A curtain-like swaying purple light surrounds me and Sora. It deflects the shadow and protects me. There's only the shadow here. Let me handle this. Liam turns back to me, pats me on the shoulder, then breaks into a run. His movements are silent, but for the sound of the wind parting for his slashing needles, he's as quick on his feet as ever. He's quick on his feet, but something is out of place about it. Liam's moving differently from usual. Sometimes he slashes, sometimes he backs off and waits for the shadow to act. He continually avoids attacking in potentially fatal points, while perfectly handling the shadow's attacks over and over. Is he observing the shadow? After several back and forths, Liam lands a solid hit that causes the shadow to falter. Empty obsession. It seems to have emotion, but little in the way of intelligence. He seems satisfied with his observations, because he closes in with a swift combo of attack that tears the shadow to shreds. Then Liam closes up the hollow. Once the hollow fades, light returns to the forest. I slump down in relief, my legs shaking. Are you hurt? Can you stand? I'm good. That thing almost took my crystal right out. The shadow? Yeah, it touched my crystal, and my whole body felt jolted. Then Liam's hairpin glowed. Liam considers for a moment, then holds out a hand and helps me to my feet. We'll need to discuss this with Troy. It's going to get busy. Liam's expression has a dark tinge to it. Liam and I head back to the temple where we report what happened to Troy. Troy treats the matter gravely. He sends an emergency summons to all knights and prayer maidens, with an emergency meeting to be held tomorrow. The next day, assembled at the temple are Matthew and Melissa, Evans and Zoe, Simon and Sophia, Mamoru, Knights of Viridis. There's also a knight I don't know, one who looks identical to Matthew. The Viridis prayer guardian's too sick to come, sorry. Mamoru says in a tone that doesn't sound the least bit sorry. Pity, I was hoping to meet him. Yeah, he's come down with a little something that's keeping him stuck indoors. Take good care of him. Mamoru waves a grin with a grunt of assent. Long time no see, brother. I wasn't expecting you to show up here of all places. Matthew addresses the knight I don't know. Oh, Princess Kayla. You've never met. This is my elder twin brother, Christopher. Wow, twin brothers that are both knights? That's so neat. Okay guys, now that we figured that out, we will continue with the assembly next time. Thanks for watching.